Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and do shares and questions. And with whatever time we have left, we'll go through and we'll do a practice. But go ahead and unmute yourself or type in and fire away. This was a very different class than the last time, so I'm feeling a process come on.
I'm feeling the process too.
Oh. Well, how about if we do a process and we go a little rogue? Who doesn't like to go a little rogue sometimes? So let's go to segment one. And at the very beginning of that, you're going to utilize your chakra root cleanser, but pull that out first and let's just see something. So you're getting your chakra root cleanser. Now, the very first thing we're going to do, we could just jump right into the materialization breath, but how about if we amplify it a little bit, right? So the very first thing that I'd say is before we start inhaling, let's just stop and observe the body. Where do you feel tension in your body? Where do you feel something in the body? Wherever that is, just begin observing it. And as you're observing it, start taking long, slow, deep breaths with the chakra root cleanser. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. You're inhaling with your awareness on an area in your body where something jumps out. And then just let that go. Just be still. Oh, it's nice. Okay, reassess the body. Where do you feel it again? Might be the same spot, might be somewhere different. Where do you feel it? Observe it and take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Okay, let it go for a second and just notice how you feel. So, part of what you're doing when you're doing this practice, where you're feeling something in the body, is you're shifting the mind out of intellect and you're moving it more into the intuitive part of the mind. You're stimulating more of the intuitive processes, which is another way of saying the healing processes. Your ability to heal, release, let go, transition, shift, anything that's associated with this generational healing, patterns or energies, whatever we want to call it, that have come down through the generations. Part of it is we need to be able to shift into more of an intuitive part of the mind. So we're looking at here with chakra root cleanser it's associated with like the blockages in the form. Now the form could be the body, but even in the mind there's form, ideas, opinions, concepts, beliefs. All of these are types of form, right? They're not an essence, they are a form. They're in repetition, they are maintenance. We maintain our beliefs. We like you know something like nothing good's ever going to happen, or this is what happens, or some version of that. Part of this is that repetitive aspect. So we want to be able to move out of this, right? And part of the tie to the senses, or excuse me, to the intellectual mind is the senses. The intellectual mind is based on what the five senses has presented to the mind, and then how the mind goes through and processes it, right? So, one of the keys of unlocking this idea of the intellectual mind and moving more into a deeper intuitive state, which is another way of saying wisdom. How do we move to wisdom? And so the oils that are associated with the Sandalphon technique, which are in this class, are tied to the form, right? They're tied to purifying the form so that the form becomes more flexible, essence can happen, and it can shift and it can be transfigured into something else, right? It's like our mental ideas, concepts, opinions get upgraded to something that's a little bit more with where we are now versus where we were when we were much younger. So this is what I'd like us to do. You're going to pull out of your kit. We just kind of prep the intuitive mind a little bit there, but out of your kit, you're going to get Glory of Lebanon. You're going to pull out Glory of Lebanon. And with that, begin inhaling with your awareness on your eyes. Taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on your eyes. Now move to your nostrils. Your awareness is on your nostrils. Your awareness is on your tongue. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on your tongue. And now your ears, the holes in your ears. And then your face. Your awareness is on your face.
Mm.
And then just let go. Yeah, you're going to pull out of your kit the Moses blend. Pull out the Moses blend. I'm feeling, by the way.
Nice.
Mhm. So, with your Moses blend, begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your eyes. Mm. And a nice, long, slow, deep breath with your awareness on the eyes. Your awareness is on your nostrils. The tongue, your awareness is on the tongue. And the ears, the holes in your ears. And then the face. Your awareness is on the face. Just let go. Let's pull out your chakra root cleanser. Pull out your chakra root cleanser. You're inhaling with your awareness on your eyes. Your nostrils. The tongue. The ears. The holes in the ears. Your awareness is on your ears, your whole face. Your awareness is on the face. Then let it go. And now you're going to pull out the master's blend. How's this feel? Begin inhaling, your awareness is on the eyes. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Your awareness is on the nostrils. The tongue, your awareness is on the tongue. The ears, the ear canals. Mm. Your awareness is on the ears. And then the face, the whole face. And then just let go. Okay, aura cleanse time. Let's pull out the aura cleanse. Go ahead and begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your eyes. Your nostrils. Your awareness is on your nostrils. The tongue. Your awareness is on the tongue. The ears, the holes in your ears. And the face. The holes in your ears. And then the face, the whole face. And just let go. Let's pull out the Solomon's Hyssop. Solomon's Hyssop. And inhaling with your awareness on the eyes. The nostrils. Your awareness is on the nostrils. Awareness is on your nostrils. The tongue. Your awareness is on the tongue. Your awareness is on the tongue. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Your tongue. Your awareness is on your tongue. The ears, your awareness is in the ears, the holes in the ears. In your face. Your awareness is on the face. And then just let go. Okay, last one. Nimbus. Let's pull out nimbus. Your awareness is on the eyes. The nostrils. The tongue. The ears. and then the face. And then let go. There you go. Let's go ahead and share experiences and ask questions. You can unmute yourself. We have about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so before we have to jump into the next Zoom for the Mystic Tools. So,
Okay, go ahead, Barbara.
hey,
Hey there. Thank you for this.
how was it? How'd you do?
Well, I noticed that for the first four and then Solomon's Hyssop, that I felt the most energy moving at the eyes. And I don't know if
Mm.
that's because it was the first inhalation of the blend, or there's something particular about the eyes, or there's something for me about the eyes.
I would say that probably out of all the senses, the eyes are probably the strongest influence. You know, I could be wrong, but there's something with the eyes. I would agree. Yeah.
And then the nostrils kicked in, but I think that's just because I've got a blast of the local pollen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay. We still have a few minutes. Pull out your chakra root cleanser.
Go ahead, Dan, actually.
Hey, Dad.
Hey guys. There was like cobwebs on the face, it felt like.
Yeah.
Kind of, so that's movement of energies, right?
Probably. I
Yeah.
mean, with the face, you know, the thing with the face is there's a lot of emotional expression, but there's also other people's stuff on the face.
Hmm,
And so when we do the face, a lot comes off, like
Okay.
a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
one day, this is many years ago, like I was like, I'm gonna just sweep my face, you know, energetically. And I was like, it'll just take a couple of minutes. Oh, like an hour and a half later, I was like,
Oh wow.
apparently there's a lot on my face. You know, like we don't really realize, but you know, some of it is our emotions, but a lot of it, like you think about like when somebody's upset at you and you're not in front of them, they're thinking of you, but usually they're thinking of your face.
Oh, interesting, right?
Yeah.
So that means there's cords going to your face as well
The
then?
chords, or just like how you would like, you know, bless something, you're visualizing the earth. That's like reverse blessing. Like it's like, but it's
Okay,
directing that energy at your face.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say too about the class and this week, I mean, it feels like with the pace of work this week, it feels like a long time ago since we had the class,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like I'm really responding to things differently. And I use
Good.
responding
good.
as opposed to reacting
Yeah. Good.
intentionally.
Yeah.
That's been really kind of a shift, a
Yeah.
noticeable shift.
Yeah. You too, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
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 I mean, our like not to go into a bunch of details, but our label maker, our printers is big old machine, industrial strength. It broke, and we kind of did our little repair and everything, but Samantha would like it's super stressful. She's the one that's kind of managing it, and she was just all chill about it. She was like, "Yeah, I guess we just I mean, we have to resolve this thing quickly."
Sure. I mean,
And
yeah,
we
it's
did,
part of
but
the
like,
workflow. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like so in that first like 15, 20 minutes, she was just taking care of business. And then even later she goes, in the old days, this would really upset me. And I'm like, it would really upset anybody. But we just kind of went with it and addressed it and you know, it's good. It's like you said, instead of reacting, you're responding and you're thinking it out. And it's like even if you look at like the second phase of stress or a stress response is, okay, got to establish the value. And even if it's like, okay, this is serious, it's still not crazy. It's just like, okay, we got to drop everything and resolve this.
Right.
And
Right.
it's a different way of doing things because a lot of times we just are reactive, but when you start really calming everything down, it's like what you said, it goes to responding, which is very, very different.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I mean that's I think a direct correlation to the teachings this weekend or the
Yeah.
practice this
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very good, very good.
But
Thank you.
you're so welcome.
I think, do you still want to do a truck road?
No, there's not. Yeah, it's better to have shares. So okay, you guys. So this weekend is the cultivating the mystical heart, and hopefully we get to see you that weekend, and if not, Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So take care.